Community. It's a word we throw around often. We talk about the communities we live in, the community of believers. But do we really understand what it means? The dictionary has defined it as this: a group of people living in the same place or having a particular characteristic in common. I think that makes sense, don't you? But how well are we at living that out? It's easy to live in the same place. With the way most subdivisions and homes are now built, you can simply drive into your garage, shut the door, and stay in your own safe world without ever saying hello to a neighbor. But what about the second half of the definition? Having a particular characteristic in common. When you really boil it down, we all have so many things in common. We eat, sleep, work, we love and cry and fight and forgive. We have much in common. That's why I love real community. When we take the time to walk outside, to say hello, and really take an interest in each other's lives. That's why I love seeing people care about each other, and even about folks they don't even know or may never get to meet. Community matters. I remember it like it was yesterday. The local food pantry had run out of food unexpectedly, and they were in a panic. And so they picked up the phone and called every person, organization, and church they could. They knew if they could not get their shelves filled back up, people would go hungry. So they called us. And in a week's time, just 1 week, we had collected more food donations in 1 week than we usually do in a month. So we loaded everything up, dropped it off, and went back to our normal days. But it just so happened that at that time, I lived really close to the food pantry, and as I was driving home, I noticed a woman pulling a red radio flyer wagon, full of bags of groceries, and 5 little ones either clinging to mommy or walking beside the wagon. And it got me thinking and choked up. What if we missed that opportunity to be the community that week? What if we didn't take an interest in our community, in the shared space that we live in? What if that was my wife or my spouse? What if those were my kids and they had nothing to eat? Without the community, that woman and her kids probably would have gone hungry that night, maybe that week. But they didn't. And you know why? Because community matters. What we do matters. What you do matters.